Hello everyone, welcome back to Evans Remains. Valrose here. So let's get started. Clover, I've been thinking. I've got to tell you something. I'm listening. My name is not Vanel. It's Dias. Dias Seymour. Now's not the time for jokes, Vanel. Just listen. Sorry, I'm all ears. Ever since I arrived on the island, I can't with this. It's too much for me. Clover, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Hey, relax, okay? Everything will be okay. I'm here with you. Tell me what's going on. Why do the worst things always happen to the best people? Why? It's always the same. It's so unfair. Well, I like to think the universe has a plan for all of us. Besides, if I hadn't been sick, I would have never known you, right? Why didn't you tell me? I didn't want my disease to mark me. I didn't want to be treated differently. I wouldn't have treated you differently. Vanel, you're doing it right now. It's just that... It's okay, Vanel. Breathe in. What is it that you wanted to tell me? Ever since I arrived on the island, I couldn't get this coincidence out of my head. But I think I understand everything now. It's not that the island is making us immortal. Rather, the island is frozen in time. Do you understand? Time is not passing here. What's the difference? You arrived here before me. Time stopped for you the moment you set foot on this island, but it didn't stop for everyone else. You left home and came here to save your sister when she was just a baby, but time went on normally for me until I grew up and came here, and that's why we're meeting each other now. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm Dias, Clover. You're Dias. What? What are you saying? When I took this job, they gave me a false name. They told me to not reveal the real one until now. And I think it's because they didn't want you to know from the beginning because of how absurd this all sounds. But now that you figured out what the artifact is, it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Your name is Dias Seymour? It is. How did you recover? It looks like I was never sick in the first place, Clover. It was just you. When Evan gave you the notebook and sent you here, he stayed and looked after me, didn't he? He was going to look after Dias while I was here, but that was just a little while. Pretty much a day ago. No, Clover. It was years ago. Time went by and you never came back. While on the island, we don't feel the passage of time. It doesn't affect us. That's why our watchers stop while we're here. Evan must have thought you had died, that you'd never come back. He had no other choice but to look after me. Obviously, he thought that it wouldn't last long. He thought that sooner or later, my time would also come. But seeing how things turned out, it seems that time never came. I imagine that when he realized I wasn't sick, he decided to search a place for me. A family. And he did a good job of it. Until today, I never knew I had a brother. Actually, I never knew where I really came from. After a long time, I'm guessing that he found out how the island works. He assumed you'd still be here, that from your perspective you had just arrived. After that, he contacted me, pretending to be Upring. He sent me here with the excuse of finding Evan, so that I would meet you. The only restriction they gave me was to hide my real name no matter what. I believe it's because they didn't want you to realize it was me from the beginning. First, you needed to figure out how the island works. Just think about it. It all makes sense that way. Neither of us would have believed any of this if we were told about it from the start. That's why he didn't tell me either. He wanted us to discover it by ourselves. We had to wait for this moment. Are you sure about what you're saying? Can I trust you? Just look at me, Clover. It's me. I can't believe it. Dias? Is it really you? You've been right in front of me all this time? Yes, Clover, it's me. You've grown so much. Dias, can I give you a hug? Of course you can. Dias, I was so scared, so afraid of losing you. Ever since we lost Mom and Dad, I only had you, and I didn't want to lose what I loved the most. But it doesn't matter. None of that matters now that I know you're fine, because that's what I've always wanted. I can't believe how much you've grown. Are you staying healthy? Tell me about your friends, Dias. Do they take good care of you? Has it really been years? I've got so many questions, dear sister. What happened to Evan, and why did he use a different name with me? It was just a fake name he used to hide from the world. It was all part of his plan. He wanted to surprise us. He did it for us. Well, he managed. I suppose he wasn't that selfish after all. Hey, why are you crying? Aren't you happy to see me again after all these years? I'm happy, that's all. Me too. I don't ever want this moment to end. I'm so happy I could die right now. From now on, everything will be better. I guess I'll have to stay here if I don't want my time to come. You'd better visit, and above all that... Clover? What's the matter? I'm just feeling a little dizzy. Don't worry. Clover? What's wrong? Clover! Hey, wake up! What's happening? Get up! Someone, help! Clover, say something to me, please! And now I get to play as Evan. I do have to say, so that whole little part I've actually played previously, but then on this part right here where I'm at right now, there was a game-breaking bug that was like glitched out. Clover and Dias were literally just standing here. I couldn't move, couldn't do anything. Restarted the game, like closed out of the game originally, loaded it back in, it was still the same. I had to restart the whole entire game. Luckily, though, I was able to skip the cutscenes, essentially, and skip the puzzles. So that was good. But it was very annoying. Hi. You're not from here, are you? Wait a second. The hobo? I think you're confusing me with someone else. What brings you here, fella? I'd like to, ask you about Clover. Clover? I've never met a boy with such a kind heart. Boy, ever since he knew about my knee, he does the grocery shopping for me. Can you believe it? He sure knows how to make an old man happy. It's a shame he's going through all that, don't you agree? Huh? Stop talking nonsense, would you? I don't get all the young people slang these days. I'm talking about his disease and his remaining days. What did you say? Is he ill? Didn't you know? Why does nobody ever tell me anything? Well, it doesn't matter. Thanks for your time. Oh, is this where he lives? This must have been where Dias and Clover lived. Hey, I'm truly sorry, but right now I don't have a... Oh, no. I didn't come for that. I just wanted to ask you about Clover. Clover? He's the personification of humility. If there's anything he loves, it's his little sister. Between you and me, he's a better father than a bunch of folks around here. How long did you know about his condition? Huh? What are you talking about? He's going through a lethal disease in an advanced state, so you weren't aware? Huh? Who told you that? He himself. I thought you knew. I had no idea. Since when? I'm afraid I'm not aware of the details. That's all I know. Anyways, thanks for your time. Oh, it's a dog! Oh, oh, the text is Apollo. Hey, kid. I wanted to, ask if you know a guy named Clover. Clover? Oh yeah, he's my friend, you know. One day we were playing Bliss Ball with my friends and he was just walking by. He realized that they had left me out because I wasn't that good. He approached me and said, ignore them, Bliss Ball is for losers. Do you know how to play Spy Master? I didn't, so he invited me to his house and taught me. Ever since, I have won every single one of the Spy Master tournaments at school. I'm sure you'd beat me too. By any chance, did you know he was sick? Unfortunately, it's unlikely that he'll get better. And, he doesn't have many days left. Huh? But what did you say? I don't believe you. He would have told me. You're lying. It's a lie. It's a lie. You're a liar. Hey, easy. Liar. Hey, kid, wait! I'm sorry for my grandson. The thing is, this news isn't just shocking for us, it's also really devastating. Clover is like a member of our family. I can't imagine why he wouldn't have told us. I'm sure he didn't want us to worry. She just yells that from across the way. He hasn't been the same since his father died. It hurt us all, but he's had it the worst. He must really be going through a nightmare. Is there really nothing we can do? If we had money, it wouldn't make a difference. According to Clover, there's no treatment. So we'll just have to wait and be with him until... There's always the legend. The legend? Bastion, again with that? What's he talking about? It's an old fairy tale from around here. It's no fairy tale. Bastion, where did you get that? I told you it was real. We found it with Cecil in a strange shrine when we were playing in the woods. What is this legend about, and what is that notebook? It's an old tale that says something about a hidden island that holds the secret to eternal life, though nobody has found it and ever lived to tell about it, and this legendary notebook, so it is said, reveals its location. Hey you, stranger. What, me? Come here. I don't know who you think you are. Clover telling you his secrets doesn't make you special. I'm still his best friend, understand? Bastion. Alright, sorry. In any case, stranger, I'd like to ask you a favor. Could you find this island for me? I don't want for Clover to leave us, and it may be our last hope. I do it myself, but Mom won't let me be outside after 8 o'clock. Bastion, leave the poor man alone. Leave it to me. Do you really plan on going? It's just a fairy tale. I've got nothing to lose. In that case, I'll lend you my boat. I'll also make up a bag of supplies for you. Well, hey, that doesn't sound half bad. We'll help in any way we can. Any friend of Clover's is our friend too. Friend, huh? I'll leave him immediately. Oh, I'll leave immediately. Oh. Oh, great. How am I supposed to go back now? The island, huh? Time to discover if what they say about you is true. Oh, we saw the boat, didn't we? At the beginning of the game? So are the puzzles going to be the same at the beginning? Oh, they are! Haha! Wait, how many are we going to have to do? We're just playing the game again, essentially? Okay, first word. I guess I'll be here for a while. Please tell me I'm not going to do every single puzzle again. It's been like a week since I've... Whee! Do do do. Do do do. Wait, what? How would I reach that? Okay, let me think. Wait, is it, No. How do I do this? I've forgotten. Because I need to, I think, do this. No. Okay. This is like not doing anything though. It's just doing the same thing over and over again. Oh, am I able to just make that? Hold on. I think I know what to do. Go here. Okay, hold on. Got it. That took a long time. I'm pretty sure that's still the same puzzle, wasn't it? I don't know why that took me forever. Let's go. This is probably supposed to be quick, but it has been days, like I said, since I last played this, so... It is kind of weird though, like why do I have to redo all this? Like you would think it would just be like, okay, it's done. Oh, is it done? Okay, yes, I was about to say, you're gonna have me redo basically the whole entire game? I need some water. I guess it's time. Let's see. Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternity he who looks for eternity, because the same man who on this land all ego abandons will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever. My endless true eternity. What? That's different than what we got, right? What is that supposed to mean? That it doesn't exist? Nah, I must have read it wrong. Eternal is not, nor will become, meaning lacks. What am I supposed to do? Clover? Please, don't die. So if he was on this island, wouldn't it have been years also? See, Vincent? I don't know what kind of fool you take me for, but you don't need to be a genius to realize you're hiding from something. And if I win, I want you to go back and face it. Hello? Hello? I was wondering if we could meet, please? Huh? Who is this? It's me? Who? Wait, what? You gotta be kidding me. Vincent, is that you? Not gonna lie here, I was pretty sure you were dead. At this point, I know you probably hate me, but I really need to talk to you. We're talking right now, aren't we? Face to face. I want us to settle this once and for all. Where are you? Write down the following coordinates. Okay, and don't worry if it's a safe place. Should I come alone or can I bring someone? Are they trustworthy? He's my right-hand man. I suppose that's no problem. Well, by God, what do we have here? If it isn't the prodigy, the most brilliant and promising mind the world has ever known, he who will guide humanity to a better world. Are you done? Have you been here all this time? What is this place? Anyway, are you gonna tell me why you brought me here? Nicola's waiting for me on the other side. I want to reveal the truth to the world. Oh, you were serious. Let me get this straight, Vincent. You're returning to me what is mine? That's the least an author can demand, right? After all these years, you just show up all of a sudden and you deign to do what you should have done from the start? Were you expecting a prize or something? Dude, you're something else, alright? You're still acting like I'm the one responsible for all this, like I was the only Evan. You were as much a part of this as me. Why, then, was revealing the truth my responsibility? What was stopping you? You could have spoken up at any time, but you kept quiet. You did exactly the same thing I did. You want to know the teeny little difference, my old friend? You were the face. Let me ask you something. What do you think would happen if Andre Ager decides to reveal the truth to the world? It'd just be one of those tabloids where an ex-employee from Area 51 reveals top-secret info. No matter how plausible the testimony, the man never has proof. People don't believe him. Is it because he's lying? Most likely. But in many cases, it's the other way around. Of course, the government won't keep files in his name, and of course, they'd scrub every last shred of evidence suggesting he ever worked there. The absence of proof, paradoxically, becomes the proof. I'm not lying. I did work there, but they erased all the files and then my memories. Ring any bells? My name doesn't mean anything. However, if Mr. Evan Goldstein himself comes out and says something, that's a different story. And you know how people love faces. The story of the poor orphan kid who becomes a brilliant millionaire and wins everybody's heart. They don't seem to realize they've been told the same old story over and over again, and still they always fall for it. I'm sure they would believe any nonsense that comes out of your mouth. We're doomed as a species, no doubt about it. I may be more Evan than you, but as far as people are concerned, you and only you are Evan. That is why, my friend, the responsibility was on your shoulders. But instead, you just ran away. You ran away, taking everything that should have been mine. Seems you weren't so upset with what they created after all. Do you think I enjoyed doing that? Do you think I had a good time seeing you like that? Do you think I didn't feel like the scum of the earth? Do you have the slightest clue what I've been through since then? Why do you think I ran away? I couldn't take being a part of that anymore. You could have talked to me. We could have found a way. Why do you think I brought you here? I knew I should have done it sooner, but I couldn't, Andre. I couldn't. They were keeping an eye on me more than you. I was a public figure after all, and I was so little I could barely understand what was going on. I didn't know who to call for help. I didn't have anyone. They kept me alone and locked away. I was so scared, but that's about to change. Don't you get it, Andre? It was never about us. I'm not your enemy, nor are you mine. We've got one enemy in common, the ones who put us through all of this, the ones who created Evan. And I'm sure they also wanted this, to separate us, to sow resentment between us, to keep us silent, to keep us alone against the world. This is what they always wanted. Are you going to keep doing what they want? What is happening? I didn't bring you here to keep fighting. So what do you plan to do? Hold some press conference and spit everything out? Do you think that scenario ends with you alive and breathing? They'll chase you forever. You know how that ends. I know, and I don't care. I've got nothing left to lose. Don't worry, I won't mention you. What? Toss my name in too. Well, what? If we're going to sink Upbring, we have to do it right. I'm in. Whatever it takes to tear them apart. Though they're so large, it might not make any difference. Andre, I guess I'm not the only one who's changed. What I'm trying to say here is, for all the pain I've caused, I just wanted to say that from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. I thought those words would never come out of your mouth. Are you feeling okay? Did you go to some spiritual retreat and find yourself? Seriously, where are we? Well, actually, it's a long story. I think we've exhausted Nicola's patience as well. Well, alright. I'm sorry to say it really is a very long story, so I'd settle in. Alright. I came here because it is believed that this island keeps the secret of eternal life. See that line of monoliths that goes all along the seashore? They're hieroglyphs, and... Wait, I know this story. You do? Years ago, I heard rumors about Upbring having a secret base in a place like this. They're everywhere, huh? I didn't believe it then. Me neither. But in any case, the immortality thing is a lie. I just finished translating all the monoliths. It's obvious it's a lie. I'm surprised you fell for something like that. Any ideas? Should I have some? No, I just hoped you'd come up with something. You're the genius, after all. Everybody seems to believe that genius and magician are the same thing. I can't perform miracles, Vincent. So there's nothing we can do? Just joking. I'm not being completely honest with you. I can perform miracles, and I do have ideas. Really? Though that doesn't mean you're going to like what I'm going to suggest. I guess it's better than nothing. I'm all ears. What does the message say? Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity, because the same man who, on this land, all ego abandons, will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever, my endless true eternity. It's perfect, but somewhat long, don't you think? We could make some changes? Changes? We could modify the message. What for? And how the heck do you expect us to rewrite them? I don't speak ancient hieroglyph puzzle. I didn't say anything about rewriting them. Wait here. His arms are so flappy. So the message is different. Vincent, come here. What is he up to? Did he just like shorten the island or something? What is going on? Look at this. You opened a portal on top of the monolith that leads to the same monolith? You weren't paying attention, were you? Look closer. It's different? Did you exchange them? The one from our left is now to our right and vice versa. Andre, just what are you up to? I was wondering if it would be difficult to form a new message based on the original, and as soon as you read it to me, I realized it wouldn't be. We just exchange some monoliths and repeat others. Indeed, something totally different could be achieved, with the message somewhat opposite than the original. Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity, because the same man who on this land all ego abandons will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever my endless true eternity. This one's the original, right? 46 monoliths, 46 words, but I propose the following. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever endless true eternity. So basically, it seems like the island is not the like immortal thing. 28 monoliths, 28 words. Notice that I'm only changing the order of some words or repeating them, and finally I discard the unnecessary ones. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever, endless true eternity. I still don't get why we'd want to do that. Look, I've got an idea. Why don't you let me do the talking and you keep your questions for the end? Go on. Your friend Clover, right? What is it that he wants the most above all things? To not die? Vincent, you really suck at this. Based on your descriptions, Clover only cares about one thing, his sister. It doesn't matter if he saves himself or not, he just cares about saving Dias. And what we could do is give him precisely that. Or more accurately, we could make him believe that. I'm going to tell you this now, we can't save him, neither him nor her. They're on death's doorstep already. There's nothing we can? But we can make him believe the opposite. Imagine the following scenario. You go back to Clover's house with a notebook in your hands. You tell him, Clover, it's real, the legend is real. You give him the notebook and you tell him to come here for the artifact. You offer to take care of Dias in the meantime. Clover, filled with hope, heads to the island, and he starts to decipher the message, monolith after monolith. Remember, though, that this isn't the original message, but ours. Anyways, during his journey, Clover discovers someone else was also sent to the island. It's a girl, who's also looking for something there. This girl decides to join him in his search, and they become close. Clover completes the message, he learns that the whole island is the artifact, and that the immortality is granted by the island from the moment you step on its shores. A bit of disappointment sinks into Clover now that he knows the artifact is not something he can take home to Dias. But suddenly, the girl comes up with the theory that it wasn't immortality that the island granted, but rather that the island exists outside of time as we know it. Time doesn't pass normally on the island, and as a result, hours, days, months, and years didn't pass as usual there, making everything and everyone on it unaging, immortal, and eternal. That's when the girl also discovers that she is actually Dias Clover's sister, who had been sent by you. Due to the temporary gap that was generated, because remember, Clover arrived first, Dias was able to reach his age outside the island and then head there years later. Clover obviously doesn't notice that span of years because he was on the island the whole time. In any case, getting back to the story, and just when Clover thought everything was lost, he realizes that what he's been looking for has been in front of him the whole time. Dias also reveals that she was never sick in the first place. Clover, seeing that his sister has grown and lived a good life, that she's alright, and that they can still keep seeing one another as long as he stays there, he becomes happy. All of his worries vanish, a smile spreads across his face. He decides to stay and live on the island, to postpone his death forever. The following days are happy. They're perfect. Dias visits him from time to time until the day comes when Clover eventually dies. But he dies believing everything. He dies happy. It's beautiful, fantastic. The audience cries, laughs, cue the applause. What do you think? It all just came to me. Brilliant, isn't it? As if it was the ending of some emotional video game. It's the most twisted thing I've ever heard. I knew you wouldn't like it. You never liked my ideas. Just listen to what you're saying. It's absurd. Vincent, look. Eternal life, an ancient civilization, a message engraved on monoliths. Don't you think it's already absurd enough? Do you really think adding some extra details would make it less believable? Isn't this what you wanted? Doing something for him? Maybe we can't avoid his leaving this world, but we can at least direct how he leaves it, giving him a worthy end, full of adventure and emotion. And die believing a lie? Look, Vincent, I'm sure that today somebody died believing you're a genius. It was their truth their whole life. The truth only ceases to be true when you find out it's a lie. And Clover will never find out. Although it won't be the truth for us, it will be for him. Even though if that truth just lasts an ephemeral moment, you can decorate it as much as you like. A lie is a lie. And it's not right. It doesn't feel right. I want to believe everybody deserves a happy ending. And suddenly that's not right? Our whole lives were a lie. What's the difference? Do you want to do something for Clover or not? Didn't you say you'd do anything for him? Let me recall. What was the other option? Oh yeah, leave him to die at home with the baby who also dies? In absolute solitude? But anyway, I'm not going to judge you. It is your decision after all. Where are you going? Aren't we going to join poor Clover on his final days? Time passes while we ponder. Wait. Yes? The message. Your message is shorter than the original. What are we going to do with the remaining monoliths? You'd be surprised all the problems that high-powered explosives can solve. You're gonna blow them up? What, afraid someone's going to hear us? We're in the middle of nowhere. The girl. Who's the girl? Who's Dias? An actress? No idea. We'll find someone. Promise me whoever she is, that she agrees with all of this. Let her know all the details. I promise. Andre, do you really believe something like this could work out? I don't have the slightest idea, but you know how much I indulge in making an idea come true when it takes hold of me. I hope you know what you're doing. Tell me how I can help. Oh, no, leave it to me. I'll take care of all the island business. You make sure to convince Clover to come here and to take care of the baby. And when this is all over, we'll bring down Upring. Together, like old times. You can trust me. Where am I? These sheets. I'm not at home, but I feel like I am. Oh, my head hurts. I don't know how I got here. The last thing I remember is doing that whole act in front of Clover. Clover! I need to see if he's alright. So much light. You know, Clover, I always thought I had everything anybody could ever want. Money, fame, power. Funny thing is, when I disappeared, no one really cared. I was all over the news, sure, but there wasn't anyone genuinely worried about me. No one wondering if I was okay, and honestly, I don't blame them. But it was when I asked the neighbors about you that I realized that actually I never had anything. Rest in peace, friend. Rest in peace, Dias. Look who just woke up. Don't tell me you don't find it strange. What? Him, dying at such a convenient moment. Too convenient, I'd say. If it had happened just a few hours earlier, everything would have gone to waste. How did you know so precisely when it would happen? I didn't. That's reassuring. Oh good, now are you going to start preaching to me about right and wrong too? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Hey, I just lied to him. He lied to the whole world. He deserved a little punishment, didn't he? Besides, he went to talk to her. He'll find out eventually. Do you think he'll get mad? Of course he will, but then he'll remember that my way of doing things once again worked, and he'll forget about it. I want to ask you something. Do you really believe that if she had known everything from the start, her connection with Clover would have been as authentic as it was? Nobody wants to be part of a farce. I didn't force anyone to do anything. She saw his pain and lying to him was the least she could do. She decided to do it, but it's not about lying or telling the truth, nor is it about doing the right thing or the wrong thing. It's about getting results, but I guess it's easier to just call me the movie's villain. I guess we all have our little lies. Aww. So that's it. So, in case you guys don't know exactly what happened, so when we were playing as Dias, the lady, so that wasn't actually Dias. That was like an actress or someone that they hired to pretend to be Clover's sister near the end. And so it was just like, ooh, so many like ethics at the end. Like, so, oh my gosh, it's so sad. So Dias was actually sick. She died as like the baby or like a 1-year-old or something. And Clover also did die because of the disease. But at least he died happy. So would you do that? Because that was what they were arguing at the end was, even though it's a lie, would you want your friend to be happy when he died? Or to just know the truth and die that way? Oh, it's so sad. I don't know the little part with the water thing when he was like, oh, that's how he kind of knew he was about to die or whatever. I don't know about that, because... But... Oh, that was such a good game. Well, it's probably like visual novel, but still... I was not expecting that. Like, I actually thought, like, okay, it's gonna be, like, mythical like that. Like, oh, there's a... I mean, because they had portals. So it's like, okay, maybe this is, like, an eternal island. They'll just live there together or whatever. I was not expecting that ending. So, yeah, that's just crazy. So, we were playing as not even, like, his real sister. We were just playing as an actress. I mean, she did her job well. So, well, it's just so sad to think about, though, that he actually died. And then Dias actually died as a baby. Because it's also sad, though, because, like, they just, like, okay, I can just live on this island, and then right after you basically find all that out, it's just dead. Like, oh, I can't. Wow, a lot of people made this game. Or are these the testers? I wasn't paying attention. Or maybe these are people who helped fund the game, maybe? I don't know. I was a little upset about the bug that I said. Like, I had to restart the whole thing. So it did take like 30 or 40 minutes to get back there, because luckily, like I said, I could skip the puzzles. There's an option to do that. And then it's not really skipping dialogue. It's fast forwarding the dialogue, so you kind of still have to sit there and like watch it. And I was just like, oh man, are you kidding me? How long are the credits? I feel like they're almost over. And I don't know what game I'm going to play next, honestly. I have a lot, so like this is like my indie game slot this time. Slot at like 4 p.m. is the time I upload for my time zone. But Yeah, I have a bunch of indie games, like probably over like 100. So I might just like honestly make like a one of those like, they're like the spinny wheels on like online. You just search it or whatever, and then just put the name of the games in there. Not all 100, that would be way too many. But like I'll just pick like a certain amount, spin the wheel, see what game it lands on or something. Alright, I'll just see. Because some games might just be like a like one shot or like not one shot. Like a first look, that's what it's called. Just experience the game? But I don't know. We'll see. I guess you guys will find out what game I play next. Anything at the end? Oh! There's still stuff! What is this place? This is where everything changed for me. I hid in a small town near this island when I needed to vanish. I see, but how did you find this place? By accident, really. I was looking for somewhere off-grid, totally disconnected. I didn't want anyone to recognize me, so I started visiting islands in the middle of the Pacific, little towns, which eventually led me to discover this island. Well, what better place to disappear than a tropical oasis? Okay, but why did you bring me here? I want you to meet someone very special to me. Follow me. What? Whoa, what is this thing? It looks like something out of an ancient history documentary. It's an ancient monolith. Well, this one isn't ancient since Andre recreated for our message. It says something. Oh, kind of like a hieroglyph. Basically, but you get to interact with it, kind of like a game or a giant puzzle. No way, I love puzzles. Can I try? Slow down there. Let me show you how it's done. Follow me, but watch your step. Oh, I'm playing. Okay, wait, what? Go this way? But I can't make that. I need to get rid of... Oh, there we go. Don't I just jump? Whee! Oh! That's cool! Hey, I didn't know you had a knack for solving cryptic ancient puzzles. Give me the treasure if you don't want to lose your heads. Huh? Who's that? How dare you speak like that in front of one of the most legendary pirates in modern times? I didn't know they were modern pirates. Cool. The great Maisie K. Kendrick demands you hand the treasure over to me. What is she talking about? You may try to hide it from me, but this map reveals all. A map? Let me have a look at that. Spared no expense. Facing your fear doesn't make you strong. It just means you have good eyesight. To the love of my life, my moon and my stars, I will love you forever no matter what. From Jose. Oh, wow, that actually made me tear up. Okay. So these are people who either made the game or helped make the game. Life is but a beautiful garnish that will unveil itself when it's all said and done. Sorry, I can't read that. Never tell yourself that you're not good enough. Enjoy everything. If I was a seagull, I would fly as far as I could. I would fly to faraway places and sing for many people. There is a power that comes from deep inside of you because every day you're reaching towards the light. Is humanity headed in the right direction? My greatest joy in this swiftly passing life is bringing happiness and peace to my soulmate, my wife. Aww. A squared for life. Fireworks? Where is it? Where's the treasure? This isn't a map. Then what is it? How should I know? What are you two whispering about? Don't try anything funny. But of course, the treasure. How could I have forgotten? It's just over there. Where? Where is it? See those monoliths right behind us? Follow the line they draw until you find a broken boat. It's right below it. And don't forget your shovel. Treasure! Weird. Okay, where were we? There's one more left. Let's go. Ooh. I do like when there's cool stuff after games. No. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, wait. I see. No! I think I have to go... There. What is it? So, what did they say? Huh? You said they were hieroglyphs, right? What did you write on them? Clover E. Moore. Clover what? What does that even mean? Alright, I think that was actually it. Let's see. Yep. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I really did. It was sad. And I will see you in the next game. Goodbye, everyone.